All right. Hello, everybody. Hello. This is Daniel Higgins coming to you live with episode 39 of Daniel's Den. So we're super excited about tonight. Let me make sure I can, or you can hear and see me well. All right. Everybody can see and hear me well. I think the audio's coming through. All right. There we go. All right. So, real quick, everybody, just for everyone under the sound of my voice who do not know who I am, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Daniel Higgins, husband, father of two amazing boys. Actually, my oldest son, that was his music we were jamming out to a little bit. And I'm a business major, worship leader, and wealth builder. Very excited about that last part, being part of our global partnership with Wealth Builders Worldwide. I love being connected to this amazing entity. All right, an organization. So let's jump in. I'm going to share some great content today. We are going to be looking at a short clip from one of my amazing mentors, Mr. Michael Dalcoe. And he celebrated a milestone this week, so I can't let him get off the hook. I gotta celebrate and give him big ups on 7 years. Okay, 7 years of financial freedom. Okay, so let me add this information here. And definitely, if you're able to take notes, what's up, Godfrey? Welcome to the webinar. Welcome to the live stream. And everybody under the sound of my voice, I am live on Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, and Twitter. So if you're seeing this information on any of those platforms, thank you. Definitely put a comment on here so I could display it. But we're going to hear from someone who's been financially free for 7 years and has tapped into definitely a very key point. He talks in this short clip about asset income and some other very key wealth building principles that everybody needs to know and hear. So definitely, Godfrey, as you're on this stream, definitely listen in, and everybody else who's under the sound of my voice and under the sound of my mentor's voice, Mr. Michael Dalcoe.
Hello, good morning, everybody, or afternoon or evening. This is Mike Dalcoe, the CEO, continuously empowering others. I wanted to do this live stream actually yesterday because yesterday represented, let me see, this is 2021 and 2014, 7 years. Yesterday represented 7 years of freedom for me through the space of network marketing. And I've been in the industry of network marketing since 1993, and with nominal success, little increments of success here and there, but nothing major, nothing breakthrough, nothing where I could leave my job and just do it full time and have the freedom to, I guess, what time is it, Monisha? Oh, she can't hear me. She's got her headphones in. What time is it?
I don't know.
You don't know? You don't look at your. I don't have my watch on. Okay, so I guess it's not. We don't know what time it is. Okay, that's a part of the freedom right there. I'm trying to ask her what time it is, and she's watching a movie on her elliptical, and she doesn't want to turn it off and tell me what time it is. So anyway, that's a part of the freedom journey, is to be able to try to reclaim your health as I get older. I find how important, hey Joey, I find out how important it is, 9:49, thank you Goldman. Find out how important it is to stay in shape, because your wealth is also your health. So yesterday, March 3rd of 2021, was my 7-year freedom anniversary. I want to first of all thank Ty Best, my personal mentor, and Mr. Nate Hines, my sponsor, for staying with me and getting me back into the game, because I had sort of given up on networking as a career. I had started using some network marketing products because they're excellent products. Hey, Ken Nixon. But as a career, trying to build wealth with it, I had sort of given up on it. So for everybody that's out there who feels like network marketing won't work for you, I get it. I totally understand. I felt the exact same way. Hey, Fard Supreme X. I felt the exact same way. I didn't feel like, thank you, Mr. McKay, that networking would work for me. because I had been doing it since 1993, and here it was 2013. I had owned my own company twice. Just couldn't make it do what it seemed like it would do when that sharp-dressed gentleman or lady was in front of the room doing a presentation. I couldn't make it make sense. It wouldn't work. It made sense, but I couldn't make it turn into my bank account, right? And then I ran into a really good company. I know, right? Didn't me saying? I ran into a really good company and a great mentor and an excellent sponsor, and we went parabolic. And I did in 4 or 5 years financially what I couldn't do in my whole life before that. I'm going to say that again. I started working at age 15. From 15 to age 44, 49. From 15 to 49, that's 35 years, right? 35? Yeah, 35 years of working in the traditional employment system. I was able to do from 49 to 54 more financially than I had done in 35 years. I collapsed time. I was able to generate more wealth in 4 years, 5 years, than I had done in 35 years. That's the power of network marketing. And even though it took me a 20-year journey to finally figure out how to do this business, I would do it again. If it took 30 years, I would do it again. Because it took me 35 years and I never saw freedom through regular traditional working. Never saw freedom. So that was yesterday, and thank you for the congratulations. I appreciate that. So what I wanted to talk to you about super quick, how do I go about finding a mentor? Raymond, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. I was ready. I was hungry. And the teacher shows up. So you don't have to find your mentor. When you're ready, when you work on yourself, and when you express that hunger to the universe, the teacher will show up. Make sure you're looking for him or her. It will show up. Great question, Raymond. So what I want to talk to y'all about today is called asset income. Asset income. Asset income. And I'm not an expert at this. This is new for me. Hey, Doug Facey, what's going on, man? This is new for me. But Greg McKay, we need to start having this discussion in our communities. Asset income. And this thing gets fire. So y'all try to stay with me. I'm going to be kind of brief because I'm on the treadmill, obviously, and I'm older and I'm getting tired. So that's going to make the stream short. All right. Most people, 95% of people in the world, they have employment income, linear income. You clock in at 8 o'clock, you clock out at 5 o'clock, you get paid from 8 to 5, minus 1 hour for lunch. Sometimes they give you breaks. But that's linear income, and that's what 95% of the people in the world do. It's interesting that 95% of the people in the world live check to check. Now, this is even when they make $100,000, $200,000 a year, they still live in check to check. There are two main classes of financial people. There's poor and there's rich. And there's a line of demarcation down the middle. And this is all you got to do to know if you're poor or rich. If you have to go to work and clock in and clock out and get a check on Friday, and that's the only way you can sustain yourself, you're poor. Now you say, well, come on, Mike. How you going to say somebody's poor who's making $300,000 a year, driving a Lamborghini, living in $1 million house? Because you are owned by a system that you're chained to earn that living and to live that lifestyle. If you stopped working, would you be able to maintain that lifestyle? If the answer is yes, you're rich. If the answer is no, you're poor. You're poor because you're dependent upon an external system to sustain you. You don't have residual income. So there's 3 types of income I'm talking about here. Linear income, that's the one where I'm talking about now, where you have to keep working. As Greg McKay says, you got to report on Monday, you're poor. You're either high-level poor, mid-level poor, or low-level poor. You're poor because you've got to go somewhere to get your substance. That's linear income. Then there's residual income. And residual income is what I got exposed to in 1993, which blew my mind forever. I sat in that meeting, and a gentleman who's still friends with me today, that's how impactful he was in my life. Sharp alligator shoes on, beautiful suit, monogram cuffs, and gold cufflinks, nice haircut, young man, good shape. His name is Daniel. And Daniel was talking about all this stuff, and he said this word that blew up in my spirit. That word was residual income. He said, you got to figure out how to get residual income or you're going to work till you die. I was like, what's residual income? I heard the word income. I had heard the word residual, but I had never heard those two words joined together, residual income. And then this is what he said was so powerful. He said, you know what residual debt is. You got a light bill. And whether you turn any light on in the house all month, they're still going to get a bill. It might be a lower bill, but that meter is running just because the house is plugged up to the city's electricity. You got a residual light bill. It's coming. You have a residual water bill. Even if you don't use the water, you have service to your house, and you're going to pay for the access to the water. You have residual water bill. You have residual taxes on your mortgage. Even if you own the real estate, you don't own the tax. You got to pay the tax. You got to pay the tax man. So taxes are there till you die. That's residual. You've got to eat. So you got residual grocery bill. These things always show up. He said, so simple, all the years of school and 2 years of college and church and grandparents and parents, nobody said residual income. He said, you need residual income to offset residual debt. He said, why are you going to have residual debt and linear income? That makes no sense. You got debt that works 24/7, 365 around the clock, but you've got income that only works when you're awake and on that job. Eyes opened. Oh man, I was done. I was like, oh, this is the place for me. I need residual income. So that was network marketing. That was my first entrance into understanding residual income. But this is the one that broke it open for me forever. And this is the one I'm trying to really maximize the understanding of and teach this to my children and to whoever else is willing to listen. Asset income. Asset income. Ladies and gentlemen, look, this is the major difference. You got a difference between the rich and the poor. Linear income versus residual income. That's rich and poor. Linear, poor, residual, wealthy, rich. Because the residual is coming whether you actually put any labor to it or not. I was joking with my wife. I said, I wish snuggling was an exercise. If snuggling was an exercise, man, I would be fine as I don't know what. Because I love to snuggle, right? Just lay there and just snuggle. Right? But it's not an exercise. Right? You can get fat snuggling. Okay? And then you might not get to snuggle too much longer. You get too big, right? Because you can't work it out, right? But with this, snuggling is not an exercise. You know, you got to get on the treadmill and you got to put forth the energy. Where residual income doesn't require the energy. I don't have to get on this treadmill to generate residual income. I can generate residual income with or without labor, physicality. I don't need it for true residual income. All right, so that's residual. But then we got in this new company, GS Partners, and I'm starting to understand asset income. This is another level, and you got to pray and meditate to really get this, master this, and understand it and be okay with it. Because assets increase in value potentially over time, right? That's the game. And this is the difference between the rich and the wealthy. Because the rich have a system that generates income without their effort. The wealthy have assets that increase in value and become a part of your legacy forever. That's the wealthy. So the difference between the rich and wealthy is residual income versus asset income or asset accumulation. Now, in asset income, that means you're getting paid in an asset that has the potential to increase over time. The word I want to ring out to you is potential. Because what happens with asset income is assets go up and down and up and down in a continually higher ups, higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher lows, in a continually upward trajectory. And here's where people are afraid to get involved in asset income. And I say people, meaning me. This was my fear in the very beginning of this new venture of asset income. You look at your back office and your assets, they're way up. And you go, oh, this is great. And then the market dips. And you go, oh, this sucks. And then it's way up higher. Oh, this is amazing. Oh, man. And you're on this asset roller coaster. You've got to figure out how to stay put, and you've got to figure out how to play the asset income game. So here it is. Let's say you earn one Bitcoin. The Bitcoin's 48,000 today. It was 52,000 yesterday. You earn one Bitcoin, you got $48,000. And you need some cash to live, but you're scared to spend it because it could be 50,000 tomorrow. So what do? So you hold it, and it creates this income discipline. It creates this financial discipline where you're not spending everything you earn. So you're building tremendous wealth, and you're building a mindset that doesn't want to spend what you earn, because what you're earning is an asset that's continually going up. This is fire. So then the next week you earn 0.03 Bitcoin. Here's what you do. You take 0.0125, which is a portion of the 0.03, and you take that profit and you leave the rest to grow with the market. Take that small portion of your profit, leave the rest to grow with the market. Then the market's still growing. Because the more you have of the asset, every time it moves, it's a greater increase. Let me see if I can put this. I really want to do the stream on a computer. I really want to do this on a computer so you can see it in real time. And I may do the part 2 to this. So, if you've got one Bitcoin and the market moves 10% up, you got $48,000, you just grew your wealth by $4,800. If you've got a tenth of a Bitcoin, it's $4,800, and the market goes by 10%, you just grew your wealth by $480. 480, 4,800. The same one Bitcoin movement, we call them pips in trading, you either made 480 or 4,800. Or I'm sorry, 4,800. You either made $480 or $4,800 with the same movement of the market, because the asset doesn't care how many of them you have. It's a level playing field. So your game and your goal is to acquire as much of the asset as possible. Well, how are you going to do it? You're going to pay for it out of your pocket, or you're going to build the real asset, which is your networking business that accumulates the asset for you without any money out of your pocket and without any effort, physical effort on your part in most cases. That is asset income. A lot of people are not going to see it, but I believe you see it. And I believe you think that's a worthy cause. So get back with the person who shared this stream with you. Let them know you're interested. I've signed up 2 or 3 people this week on this information because they understand. It's clear. Hair is getting grayer and thinner. Right? Back is hurting a little bit more. In the morning, you make the same sound as everybody else around the world. You know, right? It's getting harder to get out of bed. And when you're 60 years old, you're not going to want to report to anybody. So let's break free from the linear income. Hey, a job is okay. It'll finance your freedom. But how long have you been working? You're working 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 years? Are you any closer to freedom today than you were when you started? My answer at age 49 was no. So get back with the person that shared this with you. Let them know you're interested in income assets, asset income, and they'll send you some information, and we'll help you get started. We're a community. We work together for the good of all of us, and we will help you get started. So y'all have a great day, and we'll see you on the power call.
Ooh. I see you, Miss Roz Range. I see you, Miss Roz Range, hanging out. So listen up, guys. Mr. Delco made some amazing, amazing points, and I've listened to this multiple times. Of course, I heard it live, but then also I had to just kind of meditate on this even more to really like catch on to everything. This is a different discussion, right? Let me go ahead and remove that here. And we want you to get back with whoever's sharing this info with you because we want the best for you. Okay, we want the best for you. So asset income. Hey, what's up, Miss Roz Range? Guys, if Roz Range is sharing this on her page, as I know she will shortly, get back with Miss Roz Range. She is doing an amazing job bringing a whole lot of abundance into her family, into her life. You want to be connected to amazing leaders. Miss Roz Range is one of those amazing leaders. I've known Miss Roz Range for several years. So yes, Roz Range, big ups to you and Mama. Literally, her and Mama are dominating this business, dominating this gold standard partners entity in space. So, man, I'm telling you, there's some amazing superstars, people who are literally impacting people's lives all over the world. And Miss Roz Range is one of those amazing individuals. All right, Roz, you know I love you. So there's so many good things, so many good things. Thank you, thank you. Congratulations to you. There's so many great things that Mr. Dalcoe said in this live stream. You know, one of the big things that he talked about, and it's a huge wealth principle. But before I even get into that, I got to celebrate my amazing sponsor, Mr. Michael Dalcoe, celebrating 7 years of financial freedom. I'm telling you, it's encouraging because we know that if one person can do it and we follow what that person does and we glean and we learn from that person, that we can do it. All right. So I'm pursuing that financial freedom and several others are pursuing that financial freedom. Right. So, yeah, you know it, Roz. You know it, Roz. I cannot wait till we have live events again, Miss Roz Range, so we can hug and take our million pictures like we always do. You know how we get down. So our Wealth Builders Worldwide family, man, we love each other. We definitely do. And we share successes and we share in mourning. You know, just recently we had an amazing leader pass away. And even before that, we had another amazing leader pass away. So this is a real team and this is a real family, guys. So one of the principles that Mr. Dalcoe talked about is collapsing time, because he said throughout his whole life, there was a certain amount of financial success that eluded him, right? He was around the industry, around a business that could possibly help him, but it eluded him, right? So right then, boom, he collapsed time. He shared the information with a lot of people. And I see you, Miss Roz Range. Amen to you too. So collapsing time is an absolute principle you want to tap into. Now, he talked a lot about residual income. A lot about residual income. And as I kept thinking about it, I got a phrase that I got to share with you guys. It's going to be, it's going to knock some people's socks off. So right here, residual bills. You know about residual income because you can think about the opposite, residual bills, things that are taking money out of your pocket, your gas, your water, your cell phone bill, your internet bill. They're coming every single month. And he gave several examples of that. And then you have residual debt. These things are working 24/7, but you might be working only 8 hours a day. So those things might be working 24/7, but you might be working 8 hours a day. Which one do you think is going to win, right? So we want you to be able to tap into residual income, something that's going to continue to grow over and over and over again, right? Now, he talked about asset income. Oh my gosh, that is an amazing concept, and it's something that we're new to. We were getting paid in another asset, and now we're getting paid in a digital cryptocurrency assets. All right. So we're surrounding ourselves by assets. All right. Things that can increase in purchasing power. That's what we're surrounded by. That's what we're connected to. So it is a whole new sphere. It's a whole new lexicon. You know, Dr. Dennis Kimbro, the author of Think and Grow Rich or Black Choice, said that every single brand new breakthrough, every single new entity comes with its own lexicon, comes with its own language, all right? Because he said the word desktop didn't exist, okay? It was created because of the innovation that was pushed and created, right? So asset income, it sounds different, right? It is different. It's not the same. And he talked about the wealthy, the true wealthy individuals have asset income, things that literally increase in purchasing power, things that increase over time. So you want to tap into that. You want to get back with whoever is sharing this information with you. If it's Miss Roz Range, you want to get back with her immediately. If it's me, you want to get back with me immediately and start tapping into this principle of asset income. Because I got a phrase that I'm going to drop on you right now, and it is the opposite of, and this is what's really going on, okay? So this is what's really going on because people don't know about asset income. So by default, guess what you're stuck with? Guess what you're stuck with because you don't know about this asset income? You're stuck with liability income. So what do I mean by that? And absolutely, yes, this is a brand new phrase, right? And it came to me as I was meditating and thinking on what Mr. Dalcoe was speaking, right? So liability income. Why can we not make ends meet? It's because we're getting paid in something that's losing purchasing power. We're used to, or most people, I'm speaking from my point of view. So we're used to getting paid in something that loses purchasing power every single month, every single moment, every single day, because there's government entities flooding the market with it. So we're used to liability income. What is a liability? Listen, I use definitions of liability and assets from Mr. Robert Kiyosaki. Okay, he's extremely successful, so I'm following his definition for those words. So if you have a problem with those definitions, take it up with him, right? So liability, he says, is something that takes money out of your pocket. And that's why he says that a house is not an asset. He says a house is a liability. To this day, Think and Grow Rich is an amazing book that's very good, but even Rich Dad Poor Dad, a book that's been out several years and clearly lays out that your house is not an asset. To this day, I still see and hear commercials talking about people's houses as an asset. It's a complete lie because it's moving money away from you. So a liability moves money away from you. A liability takes from you. A liability decreases you, right? The cash flows away. It's a liability. And if it's an asset, it moves money towards you. It increases in purchasing power. So what we've been used to, the default is we've been getting paid in liability income because it loses purchasing power. It loses over time and it continues to lose. That's what we've been used to. That's what we've been getting paid in. So now someone's going to introduce you to asset income, and it's opposite of what you're used to. It can increase in purchasing power. Get back with whoever is sharing this information with you. Get back with them immediately. And listen, we're not alone. We're here to support your goals and dreams. We have a global team here to support you and help you. Okay. So what do I mean by that? Take a look at this. This is our schedule for training. We literally build global leaders. So right here, this is what we do day to day to help support people around the world. Okay. We have live webinars, live power calls. So our power call happens Monday through Saturday, 10:45 Eastern Standard Time. And we have two live webinars, two live webinars Monday through Saturday at noon Eastern Standard Time and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this Sunday night, we have a webinar, which is our fast track training that we do every Sunday night. Okay. Then we also have a live webinar Monday and Tuesday for our Spanish speaking community. And you see that information here. But to get the password to these amazing events, you want to get back with the person sharing this information with you. Okay. So listen, everyone on the sound of my voice, get back with whoever's sharing this information with you. Do not be stuck with your current liability income. Let's help you tap into asset income that this amazing gentleman has talked about, Mr. Michael Dalcoe, who has become financially free, tapped into Wealth Builders Worldwide. Now, it's amazing because in what we're doing right now with Gold Standard Partners, there's been over $6 million paid out in commissions in about 2 months. That slide is old, so I'm going to have to get new numbers for you. But I will tell you there's over 75,000 people connected to this amazing business called Gold Standard Partners. So that means over 76,000 people have checked out Gold Standard Partners and said, hey, sign me up. Registration is free, so it's not really that big a deal. You don't have to do a billion years of research. Research has already been done because people have already created income. People have already been paid. I just showed you over $6 million has been paid out, right? So here's my contact information for anybody in Periscope world, YouTube world. Get back, take immediate action, get back whoever's sharing this information with you. If that person is me, go straight to y1income.com to get your free registration completed, okay? And when you complete that registration, you'll have all my contact information that's shown right on there again too, okay? And I'll be able to connect with you, all right? We want to tap you into asset income and move you away from the default, which is liability income that loses purchasing power every single day, every single moment, especially if you know what our governments are doing. They're just printing and printing and adding and adding. Whenever you flood the market with something, you lose purchasing power. It doesn't increase purchasing power when you flood the market with something. That's simple economics. I know you get it. Our government does it. You get it, but our government doesn't, or several governments don't get it, right? So let's not just depend on them. Let's go ahead and create wealth for ourselves and for our families. So guys, get back with whoever's sharing this information with you. Once again, if that person is me, you go straight to y1income.com and go ahead and get your free registration completed, okay? Get your free registration completed so that we can start helping you build wealth, start getting paid in asset income. And yes, you can get paid immediately in this system. Immediately. You can get paid immediately. You can withdraw your income. Like you will have access to your income immediately. No more waiting for pay days. No more waiting for pay weeks. No more waiting for pay month. You can have a pay moment. You can have a pay second. Okay? Whole new world, whole new system. The technology that Gold Standard Partners is using is way advanced. So because we're connected to the amazing blockchain technology, the benefit to you is that you can get paid immediately and be able to withdraw and control those funds immediately. I'm saying immediately a lot because I want to make sure I'm extremely clear. All right. Thank you, everybody, for your time. Get back to whoever's sharing this information with you. And we'll see you on the next live stream. If you're seeing this on YouTube, definitely go ahead and leave a comment. I would love to interact with you, or Twitter or Periscope, wherever you're seeing this great information. So get back whoever's sharing this information with you, and I will see you on the next live stream.